Hey, this is KyuTwo. Um, I guess I'd just like to say that thank you guys for all the support that you've given me on the DubSpace emissary. I'm sorry that I haven't um, started on part 14 or what part 13 yet. I'm sorry I haven't started on part 13 yet because well because there's another Samus and Pikachu um those little clip, and I still suck at a Samus voice, so I'm still trying to figure out what to actually have him say. And on top of that, I'm also having to deal with a lot of things in my life right now. It's just kind of complicated. But yes, I do plan to finish the entire. Yes, I do want to finish Dubspace. I want to finish it all the way up to the point, well, at the very end, where Taboo dies and the whole world is restored. I'm sorry to say that it seems like it's just going to take a little longer than what I intended. But another good reason is because my laptop is starting to get a little slow. So I went ahead and ordered another computer, and I've got it now. So I'm like testing it out and trying to get all the programs to work on it. And like whenever I think I'm got it all working, like something else goes wrong. So I want to make sure that I get this up and running because I want to use this new computer for all of my studio project stuff. So hopefully, at some point, I'll be ready to get that working, and then I can definitely start working on Dubspace. But yeah, another reason why I haven't been doing it is because of since I've have all of this things happening in my life right now, I just feel really, really pissed off at everything, and so but just kind of hoping at some point I could just calm down and get to a standard point where I can actually be comfortable and finish the rest of the project. And well, today I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and try some online brawling because I like really had a bad day today. So anyway, I go online and there's this certain type of player that I kind of always run into. If you happen to run into a Kirby that stands on the end and just waits to suck you up and then jumps off, shoots you underneath the stadium, and then flies back up. Well, that's the type of character I saw, and that just pissed me off even more because those type of tactics are like the very opposite of what I stand for and why I play video games so much. The reason why I play video games so much is because they're challenging. They create a scenario which you have to pretty much try to figure out your way how to accomplish your goal. And I'm a type of person who just loves to think of things. I love to think of a way out of a situation or think of the best possible way to achieve victory. But no matter what, I won't take the easy way. I don't like doing things the easy way. I don't think they teach you anything. I don't think you learn anything from it. I don't like it when I see people using the easiest, probably the most cheapest strategies in order to win and not learn anything about the character they're playing with at all. It's almost kind of like how, I hear about Captain Falcon now. His game mechanics and everything has been changed, so now you can't do combos effectively, so nobody picks him anymore, and that just kind of pisses me off. Captain Falcon may not be my favorite brawler, but I can use him if I want to. But anyway, my whole strategy is pretty much figuring out how opponent fights, especially knowing how the character they pick plays, and trying to use their tactics against them. That's pretty much how I like to play. So that's probably the main reason why I started playing as the Pokemon trainer. I mean, yeah, he's at the bottom. He's a bottom tier. Yeah, so he sucks. I know. Yeah. But one day I just decided, you know what? I'm going to actually play with this character. I want to see how this guy fights and see if I can actually use this to my own style. And to my surprise, I like using the Pokemon trainer so much that, to be honest, I think that he's my third best fighter. And not just that, but for the simple fact that he is a Pokemon trainer and from the game of Pokemon, the whole point of the whole game is to figure out strategies to use against your opponents. And especially if you have to think of a strategy that has some kind of adaptability, because you may never know if another person might have this certain type advantage that won't work against whatever strategy that you've thought up of. And even then, I still won't use the most powerful Pokemon, or at least not the most popular ones. I use the ones that I particularly like because of their stats and characteristics, and I will make them, or I'll build a type of strategy for them specifically that they will be able to take on even the most powerful ones and be able to kill them. So I've pretty much applied that same strategy to using the Pokemon trainer in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and yeah, I really do enjoy this. And even when I was playing with the Pokemon trainer, um, for some reason I wouldn't use Ivysaur. Like I would have Squirtle and I would switch to Ivysaur just to try to get a quick hit in, and then I'd immediately switch to Charizard because I didn't know how to use Ivysaur, and I just kind of chose not to bother with it. But a few days ago, I just decided, if I'm going to be good with the Pokemon trainer, I need to figure out what are Ivysaur's strengths, what are his weaknesses, and use them to my advantage if I'm going to be good at this damn character. So after that, I just kept forcing myself. I just forced myself to keep playing with Ivysaur. Every time I started a brawl, just started with Ivysaur. Just kept going at it. Started off in the Wi-Fi rooms, to start training right there. I'll even go offline. I'll even go to the training scenario in one player mode, and I'll start training there with a high level computer and just go at it. And to be quite honest, I can't imagine not having Ivysaur in this game at all. Every time I keep playing with him, I get more confident with him, and every single time I get more confident, my strategy changes very slightly. And now it's gotten to a point where I hardly ever use Razor Leaf. I will even purposely jump off the ledge knowing full well that Ivysaur has the lowest recovery out of all the characters in the entire game. And I've won so many brawls using this that it's not even funny. So, what my point is, it doesn't matter how much a character's skills are low or whose is high. What depends is the player using them, their tactics, their strategies, what they use and what they don't use. And after this guy stopped playing with Kirby and started picking Ike, I knew what to do then. And then he picked Wolf, and I especially knew what to do then since I faced so many wolves before, and I can kind of use them myself too. But then I knew that I was starting to get to this guy, because out of all the characters that he picked next, he would pick Pikachu. Oh yeah. Another Pokemon that is ranked higher on the tier list. And you know what? I would have actually respected this guy if he picked Lucario. But Pikachu, oh hell no. Huge knockback, electrifies the ground, and a projectile that starts above him so that he can attack above his head without having to go up there himself. And this guy wanted to use all of those abilities against me. Oh hell no. Fuck that shit. This brawl had to be my most satisfying brawl that I've ever had, including Melee and the original Smash Brothers. This had to be the most satisfying fight that I ever had. And that cheered my mood up so much that I'm definitely going to try to finish DubSpace for you guys. I think sometime later I might start a Tears Are for Queers series, or at least to show that a character's skills are not the only things that matter. I want you guys to pay close attention to what happens when there's about 1 minute left on the clock. 1 minute into the brawl, something's going to happen. And this was not a fluke.